All right. I'm so excited about this. So this is the Quilt Ruler Quarterly. And say that fast 10 times. So our ruler for the Quilt Ruler Quarterly is the Hex and More. It's going to be backwards for you. So this is kind of a strange little contraption of a ruler. Lots of different sides, lots of different angles, but it gives you lots of opportunities to try different shapes, play with layouts, and really explore the world of hexagons, triangles, and this whole jewel shape, okay? So as you can see, these are the shapes that you can cut using this whole ruler. And within these shapes, you have different sizes. So there's like an 8.5-inch hexagon, there's 6.5, there's 4.5, 2.5. With the triangles, you have 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. And then with the jewel, you have 4 different shapes as well. So seriously, this is like the mega ruler of all, okay? These the shapes that it does can be a little bit intimidating, and that's because there's quite a few points, but the ruler has the tip cut off, and so that really helps a lot. And you know, they're not typical shapes that we usually work with for quilting. Patchwork is all about the square, maybe a half square triangle, which ends up to be a square, or rectangles. This is really about angular shapes and allows you to really think outside of the box. So this is something that you may be interested in trying out. Don't try everything, you know, but may explode your brain. But the Hex and More is a lot of fun. So with this comes this. So it's shrink wrapped and there's instructions. If you don't have this, you can check their website. It's Jaybird Quilts. And there's going to be a link in here that you can find more resources and stuff about it. But yeah, it comes with a pamphlet, which is very handy. It's color coded and super simple to read. You've got all the different shapes, again, with all the different sizes. You also have information about what size strips, because really this ruler works really well with strips. So don't try to get this big fat quarter, lay it down and try this ruler. You need to read the instructions and you need to use the strips. The strip method is it makes cutting the shapes and such very easy. So you can also use this ruler with pieced pieces. I don't know how to say that. But anyways, so you can put a couple pieces together and then cut your shape out. Or you can cut 2 of the same shapes and then add them together to make a full hexagon. So 2 halves for the full. So you can try different things with this. Just read the pamphlet, but you can explore. If you're not ready to explore that much, then just go with the solid fabric. But again, as you can see from the pamphlet, we cut our pieces in our fabric into strips, and then we use the ruler to cut the shapes out. So you will notice that you're going to either flip the ruler or flip the fabric. So a rotary cut or a rotary mat that rotates is helpful, but it's not required either. So, so that is the pamphlet for the Hex and More ruler. So there's going to be a video that will walk you through the whole, you know, how to use it, the different shapes, and how to get the most out of using this ruler. It has a lot to offer. So once you start, you kind of like, oh my gosh, I could do this. Oh my gosh, I could do that. So it's really kind of fun. It does lead you down the rabbit hole just a little bit. So I'm forewarning on that. Okay. But it is a lot of fun. The ruler is a lot of fun. So I've got a couple projects that I put together for you. The first one, now I made a very short version of this, but you could definitely, I'm calling it a table runner, but this is more like a table topper, I guess. So you can add more to make this longer to fit the table that you want, okay? So there's quite a few options here as far as making this the size that you would like. This one uses all the shapes the ruler cuts for you, okay? So you've got the jewel, you've got the triangle, and it's a little harder to see, but you have the half hexagons across the top and the bottom as a little border. So this project allows you to cut all the shapes, kind of understand how they work together, how to sew them together, and finishing a project with using this ruler completely. Okay, so I've got it quilted, I've got it bound, it's all finished and ready to go. Again, it is not hard to add to this. So if you want this a little bit longer, you add some more jewels, you add some more triangles, you add some more half hexagons. It's super simple and super quick. If you wanted, you could do less. And I should have maybe done this. You could do less and make it placemats. Oh my gosh, so super, super simple. Or make it into a bag or whatever you'd like. But this is one of the projects which allows you to kind of play with the ruler, explore different shapes, and put them together. The second project I have uses only a couple of the ruler pieces. So it has the full jewel as well as the triangles. There's 2 triangles put up on the corners here. And so this allows you to make a fun little table topper. Again, if you wanted to explore adding more blocks and such, you could, but I just made it super, super simple for you to explore the shapes and just make something very simple and plain. So the center does have a lot of intersections right here, but I did not have one issue with that at all. So it goes together really quickly. I did put, the binding is on the bias to help you get around these corners and such, but other than that, other than having a lot of points or corners to deal with for your binding, this one goes up in a couple hours. Seriously, you're cutting 6 shapes and then your triangle pieces. This is a maybe a full day project if you took your time to quilt it. So I've got some fun quilting lines in here, whereas the other one I just did kind of the matchstick quilting, but whatever you do is fine. So, and that's my back here. So these 2 projects are included in this little workshop for the Quilt Ruler Quarterly. I can't even say it one time. But all the links for the ruler, for the information, for the video tutorials, as well as the PDFs for both this and the other project are included. I'm super excited for you to explore this new ruler, maybe to you, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's a ruler that you have sitting in your drawer. It's time to dig it out. It's time to explore. It's time to learn how to use it and put something cute together. So I look forward to seeing all of your projects, and I really hope that you have an opportunity to give it a try and as well share it with us.